I'll be ready to drag. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, honey, and we are down here, girl. Girl, let me tell you something, girl. Girl, let me tell you something. Girl, I was laughing so hard. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. I put on some new lashes, right? I put on some new lashes. These are called the Kimora. They by Mink. What do they call Mink's lashes or Envy lashes? I don't know what the place is called, girl. But these are called the Kimora, and they're very, very wispy. And one keeps getting caught in my, like when I blink, it like gets caught in my lower lashes, and I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it coming up. They super wispy. See? Can you see them? But right here, I can see it right here, and it's getting on my nerves. But anyways, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know you stopped by, honey. So I don't have anything to talk about. Nothing. I don't have nothing to talk about. But I was laughing at Santana and Terry Joe down to the TikTok. It was so funny. It was so funny. Santana was showing Terry Joe the shoes that he wears, you know, when he goes out, the shoes that made him a lot of money. And Terry Joe is looking like, oh, they look like they busted at the seams. And Santana was like, where? Where? She's like, right around the toe area. It looked like it's busted. And then Terry Joe said, you so worried about wearing women's shoes, you need to be on when you gonna get down to the gym and get on the treadmill? Bitch. And then Santana hit the phone with the shoe. It's like, bitch, I ain't playing with you. That was so funny to me. Girl, that was so funny to me. I love every minute of it. So what do y'all, let's see what's on the blogs, girl. Let's see real quick.
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something quick. We got a few minutes. We can stay down here. Grind. Boy, you know when I pull up the ginger mine. Your mind, yes. Wait to back it up. Supplying my man. I'm in the man as soon as I land. Know what I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar. This kind of love. Big business. Whole slab. I kill. Know that booty gon' do what it want to. Hey. Can't hit it one time. Multiple. Hey. I know you see these racks on me. Come on, bitch. 2040 ADF trap. Okay, let's see. Sofía Vergara and Joe Manganiello. He's handsome as hell. They're divorcing after how many years of marriage? 7, girl. The girls are they got to make it to 8. They're trying to make it to 8, girl. 8 is the average marriage that's lasting these days, honey. You modern women have ruined society. Ruined it. These niggas ain't nice to have around. Let's see what happened. I don't know what's in the Hollywood. This is from Hollywood Unlocked. I don't know what's in the Hollywood air, but another big celebrity couple has called it quits. Sofía and Joe have announced that they are ending their relationship after 7 years of marriage. They broke the shocking news in a statement to Page 6. Says, we have made a difficult decision to divorce, the duo told the outlet on Monday, July 17th. As two people that love and care for one another very much, we politely ask for respect for our privacy at this time as we navigate the new phase of our life. 8 years is the average length that marriages are lasting. Somebody said, make divorce normalized and allow people to walk away on what they once agreed upon. Time means nothing if you're unhappy and miserable. Choose yourself. Will and Jada still going strong. Honey, CarleeRussell and Goldie Hawn still going strong. Ain't married, honey. No marriage license. They're in their 70s. They've been together how many years? 30-something, 40-something years? Half of the people, listen. And they said they stop asking them if they're going to get married. They're in their 70s, and the programmers, the Mr. Smiths, are still asking them, when are you and Kurt going to get married? Goldie Hawn is like, bitch, I'm 70. I'm not marrying no motherfucking body, okay? I'm not marrying him. It's been 30-something years. We've seen it. We've done it. We have the t-shirt, girl. We don't need to do it again. We don't need to keep doing it and 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 doing it well. Hey. TikToker claims her SKIMS bodysuit saved her life after being shot 4 times. It kept her from bleeding out. A TikToker is currently going viral after revealing a tragic story of how a SKIMS bodysuit saved her life after being shot 4 times. Angelina Wiley, who goes by Nina, was reportedly shot 4 times in Kansas City, Missouri on January 1st, 2023, while she was waiting for her lift. The TikToker says if it wasn't for her wearing her bodysuit under her dress, she doesn't think she would have survived the shooting. Kim Kardashian saved my life. That's a quote. Wiley said, this New Year's, I got shot 4 times. The night I got shot under my dress, I was wearing SKIMS shaping bodysuit. She continued, it was so tight on me that it literally kept me from bleeding out, she explained, before comparing the underwear to body armor for women. After posting the TikTok, the video has gained a lot of attention and on the app, and Wiley says that she would definitely buy more of the items from the site. Call it fate or Jesus, but I'm gonna call it Kim, Wiley said, captioning the video. No, but for real, thanks, Kim. Do y'all wear SKIMS? Do any of y'all wear SKIMS? Do y'all like it? A lot of people like it. A lot of people say they like it. But there's so many others that you can actually support. A lot of y'all were tagging me in this. It's an intimate partner violence story that ends in a woman's death. Some Nigerian influencer was accidentally stabbed by her boyfriend. So, this is a trigger warning. And it was first on I follow a lot of the more I follow the United States blogs, but I follow some blogs that are in West Africa, from West Africa. They focus on the people that are in Africa, right? The celebrities and stars and influencers that are in Africa, different countries in Africa. And so I saw it there. Somebody tagged me in one of the posts that are focused, mostly on the celebrities there. And then I was like, who is this? And then I saw this is on the Neighborhood Talk, and it's been going around on the blogs because of what her body looked like upon discovery. And he said it was an accident, but based on the description, and I'm not going to talk about it here because it's grotesque and demonic, and you can go read it for yourself. It's on the Neighborhood Talk. It's on the sites. But it says a man admitted to deleting his girlfriend after an argument and confessed to the crime on social media. And like I said the other day, I said, me being a single black woman, somebody was like, you sound delusional. I said, me being a single black woman has offered me the peace and sanctuary that I know that I deserve a lot. It's so sad that so many women stay in these relationships, and I know there's so many reasons why people stay and why they, but just a mere argument with these people can be your life. And it's really unfortunate. And it says he deleted his girlfriend after an argument and then confessed to the crime on social media. It says the influencer who goes by the social handle Killaboygram admitted admitted to the deletion on his Instagram story. He wrote, I got into an argument with my girlfriend, Austa, which fight I mistakenly stabbed her and ran away out of fear and been suicidal since then. He also sent text messages to her mother saying, I have prayed and asked God to forgive me for this and willing to die and take any punishment you and your family choose. I want to do the right thing. While admitting that he wants no pity for his selfish actions, he says he's aware that he let down his own mother and is currently awaiting death. Austa was a beauty and fashion influencer. Her page has been flooded with RIP messages. The investigation is still ongoing, but it's clear this will be an open and shut case. Let's keep her family in our prayers. He says he got into an argument with her, mistakenly stabbed her, but then when they found her body, the way that she looked, that wasn't a mistake. You went nuts. And if you read, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna say it here. Let's read some of the comments. This is what I said. Like I said yesterday, I love being a single black woman. The peace and safety that comes with it is priceless. Somebody said it's the fact that some women want to have a title so bad that they're so blind to the dark side of men and how they really are. It's been so many crazy deaths of girlfriends from boyfriends. This shit makes me want to dump mine. Girl. Somebody says, you sound dumb. This is propaganda. Y'all are little kids who follow the leader. I told him, when your last name carries an honorable legacy that can be carried on for generations, don't speak to me. Don't say shit to me. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Because what's crazy about it is you have to watch how men respond to stories like this. When they start making excuses and it's like, you're weird. I'm telling you, these dudes are weird. Yeah, and then yeah, I was first tagged in it on the Uncut, which is a blog. This is a blog, a United States blog, and then somebody else tagged me in another blog. Here it goes from another site. A Nigerian man confesses to deleting his girlfriend on his IG story. And then somebody told me the other day, the problems that you guys have with black American men, they don't come from, those kind of problems don't come from Africa or the Caribbean. Girl, what? Are you sitting here saying that to me right now in 2023? You gonna tell me that these niggas aren't the same globally? Girl. 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 Goldie Hawn reveals why she and Russell have no intentions of getting married after y'all really put 40 years of dating. You think they've been dating for 40 years? 40 years of dating. They haven't been together for they haven't been dating for 40 years, honey. Dating. They've been together for a long time. Goldie Hawn's so cute. Dang, after 40 years of dating, actors Goldie and Russell have yet to get married, and according to Hawn, they have zero intentions on doing so. Since 1984, the 77-year-old Academy Award-winning actress and her longtime 72-year-old famous actor boyfriend have been dating and even welcomed a son, Wyatt, in 1986. However, they both have similar outlook when it comes to tying the knot. They both personally experienced the aftermath of an unsuccessful union, and neither want to go through that again. Then goes through who they've been together, who they've been with. Shout out to Oliver Hudson. His ass is fine as hell. Baby. Kate Hudson's brother. That's Goldie Hawn's son. His ass is fine. He used to be fine back in the day. I don't know how he looks now, but back in the day, Oliver Hudson was a cutie pie to me, okay? They said Chris Wallace asked Russell, why aren't they married? And she said, why should we be? Isn't that a better question? When it doesn't work out, it ends up to be a big business. She explains it's always ugly. Somebody actually has to take a look and say how many divorces actually are fun, how many divorces actually don't cost money, how many divorces actually make you hate the person more than you did before, how many divorces have hurt children. When Wallace noted that she and Russell have been together for 4 decades, that Wallace and her have been together for 4 decades, adding, we're not going to get a divorce. How did you know that then? I like the idea that I can wake up in the morning and make a decision every day that I want to be here. That's it. That's what the people say. When people have been together a long time and they're in like their healthy relationships, it's because they make a choice to be there. It's a choice to be there. I'm not tied legally to this person. I'm choosing to be here, and I can get up and walk away at any time. I can get up and walk away at any time. And the way that there's so many ways that you can, like a lot of people, if you got to get married so you can make decisions for that person. You don't need to be married for somebody to make medical decisions for you. There's other ways to do that. So many other ways. A lot of, like I said, for the girls, a lot of them are realizing it's a scam. They are. And when you look at these old couples who have been together longer than half of Hollywood. When we know a Hollywood relationship, they don't last at all. And these two people are in Hollywood and they've been together how many years? Unmarried. She says, I mean, relationships are hard. They're not always easy. There are all kind of hurdles we go through. There's things that we believe in, things we don't believe in, we agree on. So I think ultimately staying independent with independent thinking is important. So you can hold on to yourself and you can actually have that feeling. Shout out to Goldie Hawn and CarleeRussell. Let's read some of the comments because, you know, girl, I said they're in their 70s. It's time to stop asking them if they're going to get married. They've witnessed and experienced the perils of marriage and don't wish to participate. Everyone ain't meant to be married. CarleeRussell is definitely the reason I love men with dimples. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. I love that for them. Why should I care or have an opinion on how someone else chooses to live? They just get married under God and never send the legal paperwork. Crazy, all of these people clapping it up for a white couple deciding not to get married, but y'all were just bashing a black woman 2 days ago for feeling the same way. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy that they do that to black women because they hold it over your head knowing how the men in your community feel about marriage. And it's real, it's like a cat and mouse. Why do y'all act like marriage is everything? Some men be married at home and single in the streets, right? I'd be saying like a lot of y'all married to single men. Y'all in relationships with single men. They aren't dating. They live together and parent and grandparent. They are married. That is a marriage, right? Listen, marriage is not for everyone, and that is okay. And I completely stand on if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Also, don't downplay how amazing marriage is. I stand on that too. Having a preference is normal. Learn to respect that. Learning to respect that should be normal too. But her name is Barber Wife, and it's like, where's your identity? When you start putting all that shit in the comment and in your name and all that stuff, it's like, where's your identity? Where's your identity? I guess your identity is a wife, girl. Somebody said love is grand. Divorce is 100 grand. I know that's right. Yes, in their obituaries, it'll say lifetime partner, life partner. Right. I get the logic, but to keep saying if it doesn't work out after 40 years of it, indeed working out is funny, but it works for them and that's all that matters. Oprah and Stedman are on the same track. They're on the same track. I mean, they were both married before and it didn't work, decided not to get married and been together 40 years. Shit, they might be onto something. They've been onto something. Just like Oprah and Stedman. Girl, there's somebody in there posting scriptures. After 40 years, you'd think people would stop asking. Exactly. So shout out to CarleeRussell and Goldie Hawn for not being married. Okay. They found the girl that was missing in, was that Alabama? Where was that? I think it was Alabama. Hoover. I think that was Alabama. Carlethia Nicole CarleeRussell. She had called 911 and said she saw a child. Look at that little scruffy dog. She saw a child on the highway. She pulled over. And then when she was called, after she hung up with 911, she called her sister-in-law, I believe. And then the sister-in-law heard a scream and scuffling. And then she wasn't seen for 2 days. And she winds up on her family's doorstep with no shoes on. There's so many people in the comments talking about who would drop her off at her house. Why would you think that somebody would drop somebody off? Why don't you think that she walked there? She didn't have on any shoes. So we don't know what's happening. Like I said in the comment section, I feel like I want to know what happened to her. I feel like I want to know the details of what happened to her, not the very small details of the, but like, what did you see? Like, it was two men. What happened? Was that really a little person? Was it really a toddler? What did you see? They said that the Red Roof Inn had called and called 911 and said that they had the woman who was missing, but I guess that they ended up taking her home. I don't know. And then, the people online are saying the Red Roof Inn has been a known like place where people for like people who are in sex work, but then also trafficking as well. So they thought maybe that had like she was about to be trafficked or something, and then the media attention got too much. Maybe they thought, abducting a black woman, nobody would say anything, but it got too much media attention and they let her go. That's what that's what kind of what people are saying. But I want to know, like, you don't have to I want to know, like, was it a toddler, was it a little person, what did you see, what happened, like, did they put, what happened? I want to know. I want to know. And I'm not, and like, she doesn't, when she's all better and stuff, I hope that she does share her story so that people can be aware. Of course, there are people online saying that, oh, she was lying, it was a hoax, this sounds like Jussie Smollett. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. And while we're doing a nationwide search looking for this woman, there's other people that need to be being searched for, and this and that, just being very negative. CarleeRussell's parents insist that their daughter was kidnapped despite reports claiming that she allegedly wasn't followed. There are moments where she had to physically and mentally fight for her life. So yeah, because the people were saying that it was a hoax and she wasn't telling the truth. Some people were saying there's a lot of different theories out there, and that's why I said, in order for the theories to go away, the people are going to have their theories regardless. But I think she should come out. I'm not saying to come out, you just returned home on the 17th and to come out on the 18th and tell your story. I just want to know what happened to her. I do want to know, and I don't want to wait for it to become a Lifetime movie or whatever. I want to know what happened to that girl. Let's see. They claim she was very shaken from her entire experience and immediately had to get medical attention. They said despite recently released evidence that claims that no one followed Carlee, their daughter was definitely kidnapped, and they believe her abductor is still on the loose. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life. Carlee has been through a lot in the last 3 days and is currently, quote, not in a good state, end quote, to talk to the public about her experience. She needs to get better. If you've gone through a traumatic experience of being kidnapped and then fighting for your life, and then you live through that experience, oh yeah, you need to get yourself together. They are sure that when she's ready, she will tell her story, but until then, they ask for privacy. It's so weird watching society turn on a black woman so quickly after rallying to get her home, but okay. For someone to fight for their life mentally and physically, then later be treated and released in one night at a hospital is insane to me. Most people experience dehydration within 48 hours without water, and the girl didn't need an IV. She just got the basic wellness check. If someone was fighting for their life, wouldn't that person be in the hospital for a few days? I'm just saying. I hope Carlee doesn't spit in y'all's direction, much less tell you what happened to her. Black women and girls go missing every day for a myriad of reasons and are never found, bodies never recovered, and people give not even a sliver of a fuck. Keep the same energy. We don't need people who don't care. Here's a man that says, I don't have an opinion because this can go either way. Far from a victim shamer. You listen, we live in a society that blames the victim, okay? And it just happens. Y'all prayed for the girl, now y'all slinging her to the fire just that fast. Whether it's making sense or not give the shit chance to play out. Everybody got a forensic science law degree and a law degree now. The fact that the public is going against her because they feel like she's not coming out quick enough to speaking for herself. Our black people are so hurtful and insensitive. I love us, but this got to end. So I'm glad that she was found. I'm glad. I really want to know her story. I do. I want to know her story. Let's see, what else do I have saved? What time is it? Okay, we got a few more minutes. A few more minutos. Okay, I think that's it. That's all I have. I don't really want that Tyler Lepley and Miracle Watts and the biological mother getting mad because Miracle Watts said my girl. It's weird. It's weird. She says, you have met Leo twice and Jade once. They are not your children. She says, I would never try to fulfill your shoes as a mother. I have my own shoes to fill. As a woman and a mother, you should feel good about someone who wants to embrace your children and include them as a family. Would you prefer the opposite? Let me tell you, I've experienced the opposite, and you don't want your child going through that with a stepmom that is not nice to them or doesn't want them around or is mean to them because they don't like the mother. You don't want that. That leaves a lifetime of scars on the child. Trust me. I know. Trust me. She says, I don't do internet games. You have my number, Miss King. And then she says, I'm happy you can finally write me from your real page. Proud of you. Yeah, she got mad at her because Tyler posted, who's the prettiest girl in the world? And then Miracle Watts underneath posts my girl with some hearts. We are not a blended family. After model and actress Miracle Watts, who is dating P-Valley star, referred to his firstborn daughter as my girl and the child's mother, let it be known that the situation is not as rosy as it may seem. Reportedly, talent agent April King, who was the longtime girlfriend of Tyler Lepley, 36, prior to his romance with Miracle Watts, 30, was set off after the internet personality posted a comment under her daughter Jade's picture. The image, which was posted to Lepley's IG page along with several other pics, seems to have possibly been from Daddy-Daughter Day. Though the pictures in the comments seem innocent, King was seemingly set off by the situation. Following Watts' comment, the mother of the two took to her own social media to seemingly address the post. She reportedly posted an Instagram live video after the post was made, clarifying that her former partner and his new partner will not get any credit when it comes to raising her kids. They don't deserve. She says, the fact that my former partner has parents who participate and does his financial part does not mean that he and his new partner get to take credit for what I'm doing here. I've been so quiet about so many things, and despite that, I don't get the respect I deserve for what I have been through and the work that I continue to do. Due to the only small portion of the video being posted after the live ended, it's unclear if King had more to say about what inspired her to speak out. In the short clip, she wrapped up the video sharing her intention to continue the conversation after giving more thought to what she wants to say and where she'll say it. We are not a blended family. That's from the Jasmine brand. So I wonder what's going on over there. I don't know, did she antagonize the woman by calling the daughter my girl, and you really don't have a relationship with my daughter and you're performing for the internet? You know, that can happen. That can be real. We've seen it 1,000 times. But Miracle Watts came out and said you would want somebody around your child who cares for your child. But she says, you only met my child one time, so girl, shut up. Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up talking to me. My daughter is not your girl. Someone tagged me in a post to try the vanilla bee chai. Venti iced chai latte, 3 pumps of chai, 2 scoops of vanilla bean powder with oat milk. It's 350 calories. Sweetness is a 6 out of 10. Somebody rated it a 6 out of 10. Caffeine, 70 milligrams. I do want to try that. Who tagged me in this? Somebody said 2 to 4 pumps of brown sugar is way better. Who said this? It is. How does chai taste? Peppery and spicy. Somebody said similar to horchata. No, it doesn't. Chai do not taste similar to horchata at all. Somebody says, I'm definitely trying this on my way to work today. What do I say to order this? Just order exactly the way she put out. She said she didn't like the vanilla bean powder. Do you just ask for a vanilla bean chai? No, just order it. Please just order it the way she put it down. That little scruffy dog is so cute. It's a tiny little terrier. She's walking her dogs. It's hot, honey. It's 8:21. So let's go. I think we've been down here long enough. I think that's it. Do y'all agree Ebro speaks on Drake for never showing up on Black issues despite being a impactful rapper? Drake has never had anything to say about anything going on in society with Black folks. I said in the comments, I didn't even hear what Ebro said, but one, I said he's Canadian. That's one. And two, his mother is a white woman, and he probably doesn't identify or feel affected by, quote, Black issues. He probably doesn't feel like that has anything to do with him. So I don't need to speak on police brutality in America. I don't need to speak on Black femicide. I don't need to speak on none of that stuff. Black on Black crime. I'll speak on what's happening in Canada because I'm a Canadian. What's going on in America, if I said anything, y'all would say, shut your ass up, you're Canadian. So I think it's best that he keep his mouth shut. I do. What do y'all think? Let's hear what Ebro has to say real quick. Hold on. This bike is cute. He got a little Bluetooth audio.
Bluetooth audio.
Okay.
Other than himself.
Okay, let's see.
At this point, we don't know how I feel about Drake, who has never shown up. And y'all know I'm the biggest Drake fan on this show. Drake has never shown up to have anything to say about anything going on in society with Black folks or anything.
He doesn't. He's
other
right.
than himself. So now you have an issue. I get you having an issue with Childish Gambino with what you're saying is fact. But fam, the song was supposed to be a joke diss. It didn't actually happen.
Mm-hmm.
So why you in your feelings about it and taking shots at a song?
It was like 5 years later. Like the song came out, what, 18, 19?
Yeah, but I think the Childish Gambino interview just happened a few months ago, so it's still relevant in that context. But I don't know. It didn't actually happen. Nothing actually happened.
Right. It's a little tricky for him to target this song, to your point, because we've had this conversation before, right? You know, artists like Kendrick are going to be the people to have that conversation and address things.
At this point, we're not expecting him to. That's how
even if he does, I wouldn't give a fuck.
I don't know if that
even if he does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you need Drake to say anything for? Someone says, everyone saying entertainers and athletes aren't leaders, blah, blah, blah. Don't be so dense. Like it or not, they are leaders. It's not their leaders. They're influencers. Like, that is the right word. I know people don't like the word influencers. I think you can take from influencer that they are able to influence people with the position that they hold in society, but they're not leaders. And I think y'all really need to get away from these athletes with these low moral, low integrity, low character, and stop looking at these regular ass people as leaders, and more so as people who are able to influence, not leaders. They're not. Like it or not, they're leaders, and we do need them to speak up on our issues. We also need them to step in our communities. Y'all cool with the culture making folks multimillionaires and not them tithing. Insanity. Beyonce herself does her part. Everyone should and can. It's called humanity. I know that I don't go up for niggas, and I don't go up for niggas, but I've seen Drake contribute and donate and do all of those things. He's not an American. That's the one thing y'all expecting him to do. That he's not American. Yes, he is profiting off a culture that is rooted in America, but he's not American, and he should not. I don't think you should expect him to. He's an entertainer. He's a cocky little fuck, and he's an entertainer, but don't expect these niggas to say anything. Why would he's not even a person of character you would want to stand on any platform to speak on. He's out here texting Bobby Brown, what's her name? Millie Brown from Stranger Things when she was underage. Under the age of consent. What are you texting her for, you weirdo? He tried to come out at, you saw the vultures, how they responded to Ice Spice when she hit the scene. He was one of them. Weird ass nigga. Why do you want these weird ass niggas standing on any platform, speaking on any issues? Let them sit in whatever. If you decide you don't want to support him because he's not speaking up on American issues, then don't support him anymore. That's how that goes. And you don't have to call to other people to not support him. Make it a personal boycott. I don't fuck with Drake because he don't speak. This Canadian person, this Canadian biracial person does not speak on black issues in America. Girl, y'all sound crazy as hell. Somebody said, is that his job? I'm confused. Everyone isn't here to save the world. Drake doesn't like black people. He pretends he does. He's a panderer. He does not do black media, black award shows, and is only around blacks when it's convenient to his image, like in videos. And as stated, has never spoken out against anything regarding black societal issues and his baby mom. I don't know. Enough said here for the day. Toodles, she says. As flip-floppy as the black community is, I wouldn't either. Beyonce's still great, but you can see the decline in support once she stood with BLM. Girl, can y'all stop mentioning that? Even when all pro-black at the Super Bowl, black community still tears her down and hardly supports her. I don't think every black celeb needs to be a spokesperson for black issues. Right? Stay in your goddamn lane. Stay in your lane. He has a lane. He needs to stay in it. Everybody doesn't have to be a social justice warrior. That shit is... I was about to say something. Lady, why are you looking at me? Hey, girl. Girl, what you looking at me for? I'm about to go. Take care of each other. Drake don't need to speak on nothing. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.